How's it going, guys? You're Lefty9 here, and welcome to the 86 rated second inform Jonas player review. As anticipated, he's got his second inform. Now, for some reason, EA seems to overlook him at times, because this guy right here has got 31 goals in 26 games in league for Benfica, and he is 33 years of age, and he's only got 2 informs, which I believe is quite ridiculous, considering the type of performances he's been putting into the league. I believe that he deserved a lot more than 2 informs, around 4 informs at least, but that's something for EA to decide. We cannot quite complain on that. But looking at this guy, and if you compare it to his first inform, even the upgrade is not quite significant. It's almost the same. His pace, or all the stats, they went up by 1 or 2. His pace was 68 on his first inform, now it's 69. It was 88 shooting on his first inform, now it's 90. So basically every stat went by up or 2. But it can still be quite vital. So looking at this guy, he's got a 69 pace, 88 dribbling, 90 shooting, 40 defending, 82 passing, and then 69 physical. His dribbling and shooting are obviously phenomenal. His passing is also very good. His pace is, alongside his physical, is quite terrible, But you have to understand that he's 33 years of age, and in Portuguese league maybe they don't play the fastest of football. And then he's got a pretty good work rate with high medium, but really bad skill moves with only 3 stars, but a really good weak foot with 5 stars, one of the best that you can have in this game. And if you look further into the car, it's quite an interesting one. It's not the worst one. Obviously the pace is quite an important factor in this game, and his pace is not the best. It's only 70 acceleration and 69 sprint speed. Obviously it can be boosted with a whole camp style on. It goes up to 77 as a whole, but still that's not a lot. His shooting, however, is quite good. 91 positioning, 92 finishing, 87 shot power, 88 long shots, and then 90 volleys with 88 penalties, which obviously is quite ridiculous. Really good stat over there. And his passing is also, I think, really good. If you look at some of the stats, he's got 90 vision with 92 curve, and then 84 free kick accuracy as well, so that's pretty good. His dribbling, for someone, like I said, 33 years of age, is quite good. He's got 80 agility, which obviously is not the best, but it's not the best either. It's quite good. And then his balance is not the best either as well. It's a bit off, only with 72, but we'll take it. His reactions is 89, his ball control is 92, his dribbling is 88, and then he's got a really good composure with 91, so a very composed player. And then he's got 90 heading accuracy, which is obviously quite crucial at times. His physicality is quite poor, only 73 jumping with one of the worst stamina that you can have in this game. Obviously not the worst, but one of the worst. 75. You can use him for at least 70 minutes, so that wouldn't be a problem. But he's got a quite bad strength and aggression with only 66 and 64. I basically wanted to use this guy to see how he does on his shooting and on his dribbling aspect, because since he's got a very phenomenal style, you obviously want to try him. And then I played him on a 4-3-1-2 formation, but he didn't really work on that because it's a very compact formation, and he's not the paciest of footballers, so obviously it's not easy to get through with him, because there's not a lot of space. It's very compact. And then I changed the formation to 4-1-2-1-2, with the left mid and right mid. With that formation, when you have players on flanks, and obviously on that formation he was a lot better. There was a lot of space, so there was obviously a lot of freedom for him. And talking about his positives, I think his shooting is quite ridiculous. He's got a really good shooting. He does put in all the chances that you get with him, or like most of them. I wanted to take a lot of long shots with him. I just love to take a lot of long shots anyway, so I had a lot of long shots with him, and he did put most of them in. But he's got, like I said, really good shooting, and then his weak foot is also quite ridiculous. Wasn't able to get a lot of shots in with his weak foot, but it's quite accurate, and he does hit it quite hard, so that's obviously a really good thing. And then his negatives, which are obviously quite big, are his pace, stamina, and strength. Pace, as I think, is ridiculous. It's really slow, and for someone who's a striker, you cannot have that pace. So obviously I put him as a cam, because you want to have fast players up front and on the flanks, to make up for his pace. But his positioning, like we know, is great, 91. But since his pace is so slow, sometimes you don't find him on his positioning. Then for that reason you have to play slow football, to be able to get away with that. His strength, as we know, is quite ridiculous. Quite bad. You cannot get. It's quite terrible. You cannot get away with. You cannot take the ball with him. It's really hard for for him to have the ball on his feet and run with it, because obviously he's really easy to push aside. And I gave him 7 out of 10 rating, because I don't think he's quite a fun card. As you can see, I've said no to fun and no to weekend league as well, because like I said, he is good in dribbling, you know, really composed player and everything, but his pace is so slow that you know, you have to play really slow football. It just kills off the momentum, so you know, it doesn't really work with him. And then the cards that I think are quite similar to this card are Ibrahimovic and Kruse, you know, in form. And obviously, like I always said, these cards are not not exactly the same in many stats. I mean, if you compare Zlatan to this guy, they got almost the same pace, 66 and 69, and you know, almost the same shooting as well, 88 and then 89. But you know, Zlatan has got a lot higher physical, so obviously he can get away with that. And then Cruz has got a bit higher speed, but almost the same shooting. So if you don't want to get him, you can obviously try those cards. But that was it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.